person is always going to show you how they feel about you by the way that they treat you. And most of us already know that. But what happens is when we're in love with a person, when we really care about a person, we put blindfolds on. We don't want to see it. And sometimes we do see it, but our love come up with excuses as to what they do. Now, this doesn't only apply to narcs, because we already know that narcs show us, after the love bombing, they show us how they feel about us, okay? This also applies to toxic individuals. Sometimes this also will apply to people with mood disorders, like bipolar, like borderline, by other mood disorders. And I'm not saying that everyone with a mood disorder is toxic. I'm not saying that. I have bipolar, so I understand the struggles that come with it. But I also understand that if you know that you suffer from a mood disorder and you refuse to take your medication, you are deciding to be toxic to other people. You may not agree with me, and that's fine. That's just my opinion, okay? The reason why I decided to make this video is because I know a lot of people, and I'm one of them. I've dealt with this for a very long time. I'm 40 years old now. So after a while, it gets tiring. After a while, you understand that you're better off with no friends as opposed to having toxic ass friends, or being in relationships that make you miserable just because you love them. So my video today is directly made for those of you who are making up excuses for people, who are dealing with people who are telling you, that's just how I am. If you love me, you have to accept me. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to accept disrespect, that you don't have to accept emotional abuse, that you don't have to accept people beating on you, or lowering your self-esteem and them saying that that's just how I am. You have to love me this way, that you have to accept me. You don't, and you shouldn't, because if you start accepting disrespect from the very beginning, darling, it's going to continue. It's going to continue because they know that, hey, this person's just gonna take it. You don't have to take it in the name of love. Please understand that they're not playing. Please understand that it was a misunderstanding, because toxic people love to say that. If you took it the wrong way, no. Pay attention to how people treat you. That's exactly how they feel about you. And you don't have to take that if you know that you're being respectful, if you know that you're showing love, if you know that you're being a good person. You deserve the same type of treatment in return. I'm going to share something that happened to me this past week, which I wasn't going to share, but I know that sometimes when we share these little things that happen to us, we might be helping the next person. As you guys, the ones that follow me, that have been following for a long time, I have an autoimmune disease. I have a chronic illness. So I'm sick for a lot of days out of the week. So for a lot of days this week, I was extremely exhausted, physically drained, sleepy, just not in good shape. So this friend of mine, I thought it was my friend, calls me up and he's like, I really want to go see you, but I've been thinking about it. And since you're always sick, I don't want to go over there and deal with that shit. He said it just like this. And I was so caught off guard. I mean, this person is a little off. I know that he suffers from a mood disorder. I can't tell you which one, borderline probably. I'm not really sure. I don't want to diagnose anybody. Anyhow, he's always said little things here and there that bothered me. But this one thing caught me completely off guard because I did not expect to hear that from him. A person who claims to love me. Anyhow, this person said that to me, my friend. And I stayed on the phone like, this is not happening. He didn't just say that. And of course, I understood at that moment, this is not a friend of mine. And of course, I went off on him. I went off on him, and I don't regret it, because that's not the type of thing that you say to a friend. Now, I know the old me would have probably made up things, probably would have told myself, oh, he didn't really mean that, he was just joking, or, you know, that's just the way that he is, and came up with excuses just to keep that friendship. The new me is not going to do that, because I don't have to, because I respect myself. And I hope that you do too. I hope that when a person blatantly disrespects you, makes you feel bad about yourself, hurts your feelings, that you're able to stop that person on their tracks and let them know, you're not gonna talk to me like that. I'm not going to take this, because you don't deserve that. Nobody deserves to be treated like that. You deserve respect, and you deserve to surround yourself with people who value you and care about you. If you accept that type of treatment in the beginning of a relationship, this has not been the beginning of a relationship or nothing like that. We've been friends for a very long time. You know, it's a different type of relationship. But either way, even in friendships, you deserve respect in any type of relationship. Okay? I hope that you know that. I hope that you understand that people treat you the way that they feel about you. Never in your life allow a person to tell you, I love you, but yet they're treating you like shit. They're gaslighting you. A person who cares about you is going to show you. Pay attention to the lowest times of your life, when you're really going through it, when you're really feeling down and out. Pay attention to how people treat you, because that's when real love shows up. When you're down, when you're not feeling well, when you're sick, when you're struggling, when you're going through deep stuff in life, that's when people who care about you show up and show out. Because people that love you don't want to see you in pain. People that love you want to make you feel better about life and about the situation. They're going to soothe you. They're going to listen to you. They're not going to blame everything on you. And let me tell you what narcs do. When you're going through a situation, and I'm not saying this person is a narc, if you're listening to me, because I don't know, you never know. I'm not saying you're a narcissist. But what narcs do when you're really going through a rough time in life is that they try to blame you for your situation. So let's say you're going through something. You had a fight with your sister, or you know, your brother, whomever, or your boss or a coworker, and you come to the narcissist telling them, I went through this. The narcissist, 9 times out of 10, is not going to soothe you. They're going to ask you, well, what did you do to deserve that? What have you done to deserve that treatment in life? Maybe this is your karma. They will say things to make you feel worse. If you're having a bad day, you can count on a narcissist to make it worse. That's what they do. And toxic people who are not narcissists may also do that. And if you love yourself as you should move away from people who are going to make your life worse, because life is too short. We don't need that. Surround yourself with people who are going to make your life easier, who are going to lessen the blows of life, because life is already hard, okay? So that was my video for today. People will show you how much they love you by the way that they treat you. Never allow them to gaslight you, okay? That was my video for today. Take care, you guys. I will see you guys next week. Mwah. Bye-bye.